Hey guys, I am back again to do another one of the tags that I mentioned before. I said that I would be doing multiple tags, and this one is called the Complete Doll tag. It was brought to my attention by my friend and fellow YouTuber Alex L, where she discussed her most complete doll, Dorian. And so I thought I would discuss Blair here. So Blair is probably one of my most complete dolls. I have quite a few of my dolls that feel very complete, but I've really worked hard on her, and I feel like she's set. This is her. And I have her sister in the background here because she's also quite complete, though not quite so character-wise as Blair is. So I just kind of put her back there so she could watch. Anyway, all right. So the questions. The first question is, what is your doll's full name? Blair is a robot. So her name, I came up with her name and then I came up with this, and so it's kind of lame. But her name stands for, the BLAIR stands for Bionic Life Form Artificially Intelligent Robot. And she, I don't remember where I put it. Oh, yes. She has her name drawn onto her here, BLAIR and 01, because she is the original of her series of robots. So that's what her name stands for, and I suppose that's her full name. But she's just called Blair. A brief summary of their story. So like I said, Blair is a robot. Her story isn't extremely detailed. My first doll, Maddie, who's my Lottie doll, Leah, she is a child genius, and Blair is one of her first creations. Blair is her first robot that kind of sort of gained a soul, kind of became sentient. And so Blair really wants to become a human. So she tries her best to do everything that she can to make herself seem human. Her only visible forms of being a robot are that tattoo that I have on her there, which is kind of like her branding, and this tiny microchip mark that's on the back behind her ear, which she keeps hidden behind her hair, and she wears long clothes so no one can see the writing on her body. And she also has tiny freckles, which part of her story is that she put them on herself. She painted them on herself so that she would look more genuinely human. So the freckles do only go on her cheeks and nose, because she kind of wanted to look perfect. So that's kind of her story. She's a very strong-willed character who is trying her best to fit in the human world, and is just hoping to pass as a human. She hasn't quite gotten up to the point in her life yet where she's seriously considered the fact that she's not aging, and that's a problem, but I can foresee her wanting to change her look, so that she can kind of grow up, kind of. But yeah, it's not a very detailed story, but I did want to have some sort of robot characters. And her sister back here, Paisley, her name also has a ridiculous robot thing. The AI and the names are intentional for the artificial intelligence. Paisley is Personal Artificial Intelligence System, Lovely Youth Edition. I thought that was kind of lame, but anyway. So that's her sister over there, and they're very similar looking, which is why I chose these molds, but she's like the new robot version of Blair. Like, she's the upgraded, she doesn't have the microchip. She has a small port that I put onto her back. She also has her name branded on her. But Blair is very jealous of her because she is a newer model, and Paisley's character is that she's very sweet and wants to please and wants to be a personal robot for people. So Blair also doesn't understand why Paisley isn't like her, in that Paisley is completely intent to be kind of a robot slave, whereas Blair just wants to be her own individual person. Sorry if that made no sense, but I tried. And it wasn't very brief, sorry. 3. A quote passage from your character's story. I haven't written anything about, like, I haven't written anything about these girls, so I can't really answer that. 4. If your character could go back in time to one moment, which one would it be and why? I suppose, like, Blair doesn't really want to go back in time. She wants time to go forward, and she wants to become her own person. So if she was able to go to a time, in a possible time where she could be a human, I think she would rather go forward towards that. There's not really an event she would want to go back to, I suppose. If your character were to choose the cause of his or her death, what would it be? Again, these are very deep questions that I did not think about. I listened to other people answer this and kind of forgot how deep the questions were. Blair doesn't want to die, but if she did, she would be happy if it was a human death again. So anything that would be realistically human, I suppose, and not related to some sort of a malfunction in her wiring. 6. What is a life lesson your character has learned? I should have picked a different doll for this that has a more fleshed out story. I don't really know. I guess she's learned that she's learned how to fit in, how to become one with the crowd, and how to act like she's a very, very skilled at imitation. It's not really a life lesson, it's more of a skill. 7, how long did it take to complete your doll? She started as a head. I got her body a little while after it was, and then I kind of traded bodies with other dolls to get here. And then she had a number of different outfits. She used to wear Paisley's outfit before I got this one. These were some pieces, I think, some pieces that came from Dollism and some pieces that came from Den of Angels and some pieces that came from Friends. So I'm not entirely sure how long it took, but she didn't take that long to complete because I had a very clear vision of what I wanted her to look like. So I'd say in total a few months. She's been complete for a while now. I've just been adding little bits to her, like the accessories and the necklace, just little pieces here and there, but she's probably worn this outfit for like 2 years now, honestly. It's been quite a while. What is a trait that you and your character share? A trait that we both share is that we both are very eager to please. Like, we want everyone to accept us, and we want everyone to include us. We just kind of want to be perfect, and whether that's a fault or a flaw or something that's good, I'm not sure, but the two of us both want everyone to like us and to please everyone. And the last question, what would be the ultimate gift that is possible for this character? The ultimate gift would be for her to be a real human. I know it's not very creative for a robot character, but that is definitely what she wants in her life and her goal. And I feel like because Alex answered all these questions and I watched her video and her character was a robot, a bunch of my answers seem like they're the same now that I'm saying them, but it's just probably because they're both robot characters. So yeah, she wants to be a human. She's also very artistic, so art supplies she would love as a more basic, small gift. So yeah, that's the story of Blair, and a little bit about her sister Paisley over here. Her character is always kind of evolving, but those are the basic details, and yeah, so thank you very much for watching me answer this tag. If you made it this far in the video, good for you. I'll be looking forward to more tags in the future. These are the ones that I just found recently. And I have a whole bunch of doll things going on right now in my life. A couple of my heads are out for face ups, and I've got tons of clothes coming in. I've got a body coming in, a Miro doll SD body, the newer one that I found actually is nice. So there should be a lot more videos coming up soon, so keep an eye out, and thanks for watching once again. Take care, guys.